English translation, 356th contact. Thursday, 8th of April, 2004. 1941 hours.
As I already told you, I am unfortunately short of time today, which is why I am coming here shortly before our collaboration work to discuss that which is necessary with you. Bernadette will have to be patient until we get everything done. However, now be greeted, my friend.
You are still welcome and greeted. I have already informed Bernadette that we can only begin our work together later.
Maybe I cannot work with you until 22 hours because I might be called away earlier. Florina and Njana are unfortunately absent this evening, so they cannot take over the work with you. But let us now move on to the matters of the statutes and articles of association that Quetzal and I have discussed together, which should clarify everything. But if there are still ambiguities, then we will ask you to formulate what is necessary and add it to the whole thing. However, corrections to what I will now work through with you should not be necessary.
Good, then we are ready to go. But I still have a question first. Bernadette asked me if we should make a light edition of the statutes for the SDSG, South Germany Study Group. Once again, there are problems there that we have to deal with. In my opinion, this would not be right, because the statutes fall solely within the scope of the core group of the Mother Center. At least that is how I understood it when I worked out the whole thing together with Quetzal. Did I misunderstand something in this regard, and should we make light editions of the statutes for other FIGU groups?
Absolutely not, because the statutes are the sole concern of the Mother Core group. If it should become necessary that other FIGU groups must necessarily be informed about articles of the statutes, then this is set out in writing. If you were to draw up abridged statutes for other FIGU groups, this would be a serious violation of your own statutes and bylaws.
Good, then we can move on to the articles.
Then see here.
Then that is that. But here I have something else from Christian concerning overpopulation. He faxed it to me the day before yesterday and asked me if I knew the data of the overpopulation increase for the last years since 1993, which of course is not the case. Can you give me the data?
No, I cannot do it from memory. Nevertheless, I can help you because I can retrieve the data.
Sure, thanks. Christian would like the data for the years 1996, 1999, and 2002, and I am interested in what the status is of the current date. It should also be said that the earthly worldwide censuses are extremely erroneous, because first of all, everywhere only those humans are recorded who are registered, while millions of people are ignored, such as all the nameless, the outcasts of society, the down and outs, the hobos, the slum dwellers, the record pushers, the bums, the underground inhabitants, the drug addicts, and all the others who live on the street, along with the many millions of indigenous ones in Australia, New Guinea, Africa, and all of South America, etc. All these are not included in the World Population Census, which means that the figures given for overpopulation are very poor and do not correspond to reality. And what I wanted to say about the hobos is that in the USA, they are called rail tramps. Obviously, no one in America or anywhere else in the world knows what the hobo actually means. All sorts of people tell all sorts of nonsense about the meaning, and each one wants to know better than the other. But that hobo actually means nothing else than God is something that nobody knows anymore. In fact, the first railroad tramp in the USA was an Ecuadorian, as Quetzal once explained, and he felt like a god as a railroad tramp, which is why he called himself a hobo in the old Ecuadorian language. This term quickly spread among the railroad tramps and quickly became popular, so the word hobo has been preserved until today.
This actually corresponds to reality. But look here. In the meantime, I have retrieved the data. In the year 1996, the total population of Earth was 204,814 humans. In 1999, it was exactly 6,634,101,302, and in the year 2002, it was $6,905,000, 119. Today, the 8th of March 2004, the number of humans is 7,115,011, and this is exactly now at 2004 HRs. But now, my dear friend, I have one more wish to make, and that is, I came across this because of the postcards I received the other day, that you make 2 more posters. One of the series of photos taken in Sadleg, and one of the one taken around Rumlicon. Later on, a 3rd poster would be desirable, with the pictures of Frecht in Hinwil and from above Barrettsville and Winkelried near Wetzikon. Like the first poster, I would then like to have a few copies. I would like to thank Piero for his work and effort, because he is the expert for making such things.
So 3 posters. Your wish is our command, and of course you will get your copies.
This should conclude our conversation so that we can turn to Bernadette's correction work. So I will leave now and get back to you in a few minutes.
Okay, see you later.